Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
Set up. 180. Move. Hey, Delta. Check back 40. Check back.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, 74 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Bailey's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. There he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mike Bravo. Watch the curve.
Now it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Hey, exit. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get ready. Mike 5-4. Alert. Hey, defense, let's go.
They're going to try and throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It got his man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
On the double.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Nathan. Go. Hey, tight. Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
40-yard line.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Mike 5-9. Mike 5-9.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Cousins now from the 50. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. Wide. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Delta. Stop your whining. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, 58. We're going.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's got room, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot. 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Rose. 5.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Watch the shit. Watch the
1st down, a run with Cullen. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
70, Indy.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Anthony Barr able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They try again with Cohen, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Trubisky connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Cohen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Trubisky, buying time to his left. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down now, it's Cook.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, it's Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot, had to take it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off, but just know I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, 280. Check. 39. Check out.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Freeman again, a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the second down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready. Hey, Tuesday.
61, matchbox lights. Ready to go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Recon, 152 fighter.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
We got double gun.
Check. 5-0. Check. Mike Sport 2.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Flacco. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And some room to run now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your block.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 25 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
11. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Check, 47. All day, dog.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be in.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. His throw caught right around the 6. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. Now Flacco will lead them up as they're going to go for 2. Once more, it's Flacco. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Ryan now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, check Mike.
Bravo.
Check Mike 47. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike's 47.
Throwing again, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To pass, Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Flacco. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Flacco, left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
51. Hey.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
39 yards there, a big one. Flacco, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Broncos have broken the tie. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch. He's got him in. Complete. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tavecchio to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. First and 10 here for Flacco. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Flacco. And he's got Booker. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the picks?